Good afternoon, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Hello. Bhavya, you're saying something?
Yes, ma'am. There was no one speaking.
Because the class will start at 1:20. I have just started the class right now. It will start officially at 1:20. Okay?
Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am.
नहीं बोली।
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone.
By the power required. What the hell?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Work.
Everyone, let's keep your videos on. Let's start the class. Yesterday we have read about Radha Ram Mohan Roy. I hope that is all clear to you people.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody has any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay, one by
Ma'am.
one, you have a doubt?
Ma'am.
Okay. So one by one, you all will tell me one point or one learning you have taken about Radha Ram Mohan Roy from yesterday's class. We'll begin with Bhavya. Yes, Bhavya.
Ma'am, he established the Brahmo Samaj.
He started the Brahma Samaj, that's it. Yes, Samarth.
Ma'am, he abolished sati.
He abolished sati, wonderful. Ashray. Very quick, we don't have this much of time. Hurry up, Ashray. Skip him. Shubhi. Gargi.
Ma'am, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, he is considered as a key figure in a Bengal Renaissance and fought against the social revolts like sati, child marriage, and the caste system.
Take it, done.
Ma'am, he was also known as the father of Indian
One
Renaissance.
point has to be told by everyone, Bhavya. Right? Okay, next, Tanishka. Yashmit.
Ma'am, he supported intercaste marriages.
Very good. Rena.
Ma'am, he played a major role in the abolition of sati 1829.
Okay, Vivan. Vivan. Priyanshi.
He advocated the cause of women education.
The cause of women education. Right? Riddhi. Parmeet.
Ma'am, yesterday I was not there in the meeting, so I
Okay,
did not know what is.
fine. Parmeet.
Raja Ram Mohan Roy laid the foundation of English school, the Hindu College and the Vedanta College.
Very good, Parmeet. Arav Gupta.
Ma'am, Rajaram Mohan Roy wanted that women to be given the right to inherit property.
Okay. Rastya.
Ma'am, he favored widow marriage, remarriages, and intercaste marriages.
Okay. Akshaj.
I'm not join now what we are doing.
Chalo, I think we have had a good review of what we have done yesterday, right? So we have read about the contribution of Rajaram Mohan Roy in making our society better or in pulling off the social evils which have existed in our society. And Abhi, one by one, everybody was telling about what they have learned about Rajaram Mohan Roy. Everybody was telling us one point. Okay. Now, the next social reformer we'll be talking about, I think it's Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Okay. So we will be studying about Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar today. The ones who would like to read can raise their hands. Please raise your hands. Yesterday Bhavya only has read. Today I want somebody else to read. Yes, Jaskaran.
Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was a great Sanskrit scholar. He was the principal of Sanskrit College in Calcutta. He was a great educationist. Vidyasagar admitted the students of lower caste to his college and encouraged them to study Sanskrit. He also introduced the study of modern Western thoughts in his college.
Okay,
Vidyasagar's contribution.
just a minute, Jaskaran. See, children, Abhi, when you'll be reading about all the social reformers, there would be one thing you may get confused about that more or less the contributions of each and every one are the same, right? If we have talked about Raja Ram Mohan Roy, he has also talked about development of education, introduction of English education, and this and that. Similarly, if we talk about Ishushan Vidyasagar, he has not only English but also Sanskrit and other languages he has promoted. So when you'll be reading about the reformers, read all what they have done, that is correct, but also try to mark at least 2 points which are specific about them, right? जैसे कि सती ban करना is something which only Raja Ram Mohan Roy has done. Starting Brahmo Samaj, that is something that is only Raja Ram Mohan Roy has done, है ना? तो हर किसी कम से कम 2 से 3 की फंक्शंस पता होने चाहिए आपको जो सिर्फ उन्होंने ही किए हैं, right? You can continue, Jaskaran.
Vidyasagar's contribution to education of girls and the upliftment of women was remarkable. He played a significant role in making marriage of widows lawful. He attended the first widow remarriage in Calcutta in 1856. As a special inspector of schools, he opened a number of schools for girls. He had to fight with the orthodox section of the Indian society for all these reforms.
Stop
He
for a
did his
while.
work with great
Wait a
courage.
minute. Can any one of you tell me the meaning of orthodox?
Ma'am, the society which followed old traditions.
Orthodox means the old traditions, the old rules. पुरानी सोच वाले लोग, ठीक है? So because he was talking about women education, widow remarriage, obviously the people of the orthodox section would come and question him. So he has to literally fight with those peoples, right? Continue, Jaskaran.
He did his work with great courage and conviction and fortitude of his character. The Pratna Samaj,
Just a minute.
influenced by the Brahmo.
Wait a minute. So have you people got enough information about Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar? Very quickly, I need 5 points. I'll name the person. Everybody has to tell me 1 point. Okay. Stuti, tell me 1 point about Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar.
That may be, he tried to uplift the women's
He worked for
and
the upliftment of women. Okay. Next, Vivan. Vivan Sharma.
Ma'am, he attended the first widow remarriage in Calcutta in 1856.
Okay. Alankrita.
He introduced the study of modern Western thoughts.
Okay. Ayushman.
He opened a number of schools for girls.
Yes. Rena.
Ma'am, he contributed to education of girls and the upliftment of women.
Fine. Mokshit.
And he fought with the Orthodox section of Indian society for his reforms.
Good. Right, I think we have covered it all. है ना? तो याद रखना है, कुछ पॉइंट से इन्हें याद रखते चलना, भूलना मत, वरना फिर प्रॉब्लम होगी. पढ़ते पढ़ते ही उनके की पॉइंटर्स मार्क करके लर्न करते चलोगे, it would be good for you. Yes, Daskan. Now we are going to read about, just like similar to Brahma Samaj, there was another Samaj established known as Prarthana Samaj. पढ़ो Daskan.
The Prarthana Samaj, influenced by the Brahmo Samaj, R.G. Bhandarkar and Mahadev Govind Ranade founded the Prarthana Samaj in 1867 in Bombay to carry on the work of social reform. Later on, Gopal Krishna Gokhale also joined it. Gokhale. He also founded the Servants of Indian Society. The Prarthana Samaj advocated the worship of the Supreme God. It condemned the domination of priests over Hindu religion and the rigidity of the caste system. The
Okay,
Samaj worked for the
see this point, no? He condemned the influence of priests in Hindu religion, right? We have read about the caste system, and we have also read about the Varna system, where we have seen that how much authority the Brahmins had over other caste people. So he condemned that. He said this is not right at all, and it should not be that way, right? Everyone should be given equal respect, equal value in the society, right? So that is why, since he is condemning the influence of Brahmins in Hindu society, it means eventually that he is working for caste inequality. ठीक है? पढ़ो आगे.
The Samaj worked for the welfare of the backward and the depressed classes.
Which classes are known
It
as the
opened
depressed classes?
it opened 9 classes
Wait,
to
Jaskaran.
educate the laborers.
Wait, Jaskaran. Which classes are referred as the depressed classes? Can anyone tell me?
And the untouchables and the Shudras.
And
The Shudras, the untouchables, these classes are referred as the depressed classes. Yes, continue.
it opened 9 classes to educate the laborers and the orphanages and school for girls. The Samaj aimed at improving the status of women and advocated widow remarriages as well as female education.
Hmm.
The Samaj also opposed child marriage and practice of untouchability.
Mm-hmm.
Justice Ranade was Justice Ranade was a great champion of the view that social reformer must come before political reforms. He stood for Hindu-Muslim unity.
Cool. ठीक है. So these are the pointers about प्रार्थना समाज. So देखो, वही मैंने आपको बताया था. If you go for the more or less the work is the same. He has worked for caste inequality. He has tried to uplift the ones who have been overshadowed by the priest. He condemned the influence of the priest in the Hindu society, right? He has tried to establish equality. He has tried to uplift the female sector of the society. Again, I told you, like, it, and always remember, can anyone tell me who has established the Pratna Samaj?
Ma'am,
From R.G. Bhandarkar and Mahadev Govind Ranade.
ठीक है. R.G. Bhandarkar and Mahadev Govind Ranade. Remember these names. ठीक है. चलो, who will read next? Yes, Samarth. Samarth, read.
Mic is off.
Sorry, ma'am, I was muted. Ramakrishna Paramhasa.
Paramhans, Ramakrishna Paramhans.
Ramakrishna Paramhans, a priest and a saint, was another significant socio-religious reformer of the
So, sorry,
19th.
socio-religious reformer.
He had no formal education, but his holy life, simplicity of character, homely wisdom, and his teachings won the hearts of all those who gathered around him.
Okay, so he was not a very fancy human. He was a very simple human, right? And he had get the admiration from the people because of his simplicity.
He thought that all religions were just different paths to reach one goal.
Like we have read
God,
in class, Yashmin थप्पड़ पड़ जाएगा, right? Just like we have read in class 7th, है ना, कि ultimately all the religions reach to one path, right? We have read that God is one, right? Whichever path you follow, we should not be like the which people? Bajrangal people. We should not condemn Christmas celebrations. We should not go and start chanting Hanuman Chalisa like that. So these things should not be done because the reformers have told us that ultimately all the religions reach to the same path. God is one, right? Read.
God realization or salvation. He also
What
believed
is
in,
salvation?
ma'am, it is
We the
What is salvation?
ma'am when the soul gets
Moksha.
from the life.
Moksha. There are a lot of
Freedom from the
disturbances
cycle
coming
of
from background.
birth and death.
Freedom, wow, a very nice definition given by Raina Agarwal. Freedom from the cycle of birth and death, मोक्ष की प्राप्ति से कहते हैं, राइट? आप इन सब झंझटों से बिल्कुल पार हो जाते हैं, बिल्कुल दूर हो जाते हैं, and you live in a very, inner bliss state of mind. हाँ जी.
Process of attaining peace.
Process of, Vivan is telling us process of inner peace. Good, Vivan. हाँ जी, continue, Samarth.
He also believed in the service of man as the best service of God. The Indian intellectuals, whose faith in their own culture was shaken due to the challenge from the West, found reassurance from
Do you remember
Pram.
class? We have read these things in class 7th as well, right? When we were reading about the saints, religious saints, है ना? Kabir Das,
Ma'am,
Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Then we have read the same thing, right? That the service of man is the greatest service. If you really want to reach God, start doing good for the humanity. This is the way you can please God, है ना? They have condemned extraordinary rituals, expensive rituals and all. The same thing he's trying to tell. And बीच में क्या हुआ था, जैसे अभी हमारे आवाज आता है कि लोग अपना धर्म भूलते जा रहे हैं, तो उन्हें ऐसे याद दिला रहे हैं. So लोगों को लगा था the people who have lost their belief in our own culture, right? Through his teachings, they somehow get back on the path. They get to know about the developments or the greatness of the culture, the religions, etc., etc. Which filter you have put on, Yashmin, that your camera is being zoomed in and zoomed out time and again? Something you have done to your camera.
फिल्टर नहीं है वो, कैमरा
Fix it.
शटर बटन है वो, कुछ
Oh my
सेटिंग्स
God.
चेंज है मुझे.
Okay. Okay. हाँ जी, समर्थ.
From his teachings. Ma'am, इतना ही है इस paragraph में.
ठीक है.
Ma'am,
Done?
should I start the next paragraph?
हाँ जी.
Ma'am, should I start the next paragraph?
No.
may I?
No. Yashmit will read now.
रामकृष्ण
Yashmit Mishra,
Oh.
camera on.
Swami Vivekanand and Ramakrishna Mission. Swami Vivekanand's original name was Narendranath Das.
Do we know who is Swami Vivekanand? Do we have any previous knowledge about him? Who was he? Who is he? Anybody would like to enlighten us about Swami Vivekanand? Oh God. कैसे जाते हो तुम लोग ओलंपियाड से? जसकृत सिंह तनेजा बताओ कुछ.
Man, he was one of the greatest interprets of the philosophy of Upanishads.
ओ माय गॉड, ये बुक से देख के बता दिया, इसमें कौन सा बहुत बड़ा काम कर दिया तुमने, जस करें।
मैं वो
I
मार्क करा हुआ था।
I wanted to know some knowledge which you have had. ये तो
He
यशवंत
was a
पढ़ता ही पढ़ता
human.
अभी।
He was a human.
अप्पड़ पढ़ाना इतनी जोर गई होता ह्यूमन। पढ़िए।
Ma'am, he was a social animal.
He was a social activist. He was a very renowned philosopher. He has been invited by many universities outside and being felicitated for his extraordinary work done not only in literature but in the society. पढ़िए यशवंत मिश्रा।
हम भव्य ने सोशल एक्टिविस्ट सोशल एनिमल बोला।
एनिमल बोला? डर लो भगवान से भव्य।
At the age of 18, Narendranath met Sri Ramakrishna. This meeting completely transformed him. He became his disciple. When his guru passed away in August 1886, Narendranath took the vow of sannyas with a new name Vivekanand, by which he is known to the world. He became one of the greatest interpreters of the philosophy of Upanishads, that is, the Vedantic philosophy. At the Parliament of World Religions held at Chicago in September 1893, Vivekanand explained the true wisdom of Hindu religion and culture and won the heart of everyone.
Right, so this is what I'm trying to tell you, that these philosophers have not distanced us from our culture. No, they have really helped to bring our culture into the international front. They have helped to tell the positive sides of our culture, which somehow have been overshadowed when the time was when the Britishers had come to India. There was a time when we started criticizing our own culture. We started believing that no, our culture only has flaws. So these were the people who did not only work to remove the flaws from the culture, but they have also tried to promote the goodness of the culture, right? Not only in India, but worldwide. Yes, Manas, could you please tell me the original name of Swami Vivekanand? Manas? Manas? Hello?
Ma'am, can I?
No. Parmeet, can you tell?
Ma'am, Narendra Nath Dutt.
Very good. Well done, Parmeet. Continue.
The Ramakrishna Mission was established by Swami Vivekananda on 1st May 1897 at Belur, Kolkata. The mission opened hospitals, schools, orphanages, and carried out relief work during famines, etc. The ideals or philosophy of the Ramakrishna Mission are: first, all religions are true, they all lead to the same God. Second, serving human beings is the same as serving God. Love of God is the love of human beings. Third, developments in science and technology may be appreciated, but we must safeguard India from the materialistic influence of the West. Moral and spiritual values must be preserved. Fourth, untouchability, rigid caste system, and superstitions are bad. Fifth, women should have equal rights and respect in society. Swami Daya Anand and the Arya Samaj.
Okay, stop here. Right, so since he has read about the contribution of Swami Vivekananda, then he has read about the Ramakrishna mission, which was started by him, and its teaching. So we get to know that it is a basic teaching which all the religious reformers have given it in the medieval era. Right now, we are talking about the modern era. In the modern era, those teachings have to be provided to the people again. Like, I feel that there's a real need of some social religious reformers in the society right now. There should also, like, right now also is a time when such reformers should come up and they should educate the society about what is right and what is wrong, because people are roaming around clueless, right? They do not understand the real thing, and then they are just interpreting the religion in a way the WhatsApp messages are trying to tell them to, right? So instead of the influence of the WhatsApp and the social media, we need some real social reformers right now as well, in this era as well, to guide us to the right path. And the same work has been done by these people, if we talk about like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwarchand Vidyasagar, right, Swami Vivekanand, and many more in the modern era as well. Right? So they have tried to tell us the same things, right? Which we have read in class 7th in the medieval era, that oh, the religious reformers have taught that God is one, we should respect all religions. Untouchability should be abolished. Women should be given equality, right? So these basic things which we have been reading about again and again, again and again, I feel that over a period of time, the people forget these things and they started interpreting the values of this of the religion, the rituals and the methods and everything in their own manner. So people need to be, they need to be guided to walk on the right path. Okay, and this is the work these reformers do for us. Like I have told you yesterday, the chapter is actually very easy. All you have to do is just to read about them and grasp it. But what you really have to is understand is the values they have tried to teach so that at least you can carry these values forward. If you cannot teach it to further people, at least you should know what is the right path to walk on. Secondly, like I've told you, when you're reading about these individuals, always remember who has done what. Otherwise, you'll get confused in the examination. Okay? Now, what's the next topic?
Swami Dayanand in the Arya Samaj.
Okay, this would be read by Vivanchal. Vivan, please keep your camera on.
Swami Dayanand and the Arya Samaj. Swami Dayanand's original name was Mool Shankar Tiwari. He considered the Vedas as the storehouse of true knowledge. He wrote his world famous book, The Satyartha Prakash, The Light of True Knowledge, in 1877 in simple Hindi. Back to Vedas, just clarion call. Dayanand founded the Arya Samaj at Bombay in 1875 to spread his ideas and reforms. He laid down the 10 principles of Arya Samaj.
What about the Arya Samaj in today's world? Have you ever heard about it? Does it exist today as well? Fine. This is your homework for today. You'll go and find out, does Arya Samaj exist in today's society or not? Clear? And if yes, what are the practices are being followed there? For just the little information I can provide you that it does exist today as well. There are certain people who do not want to follow the elaborate rituals and who do not want to follow the elaborate rituals of marriages, etc. They can, or even if we talk about not only the good things, even if we talk about, that in Indian culture, even after death, a lot of rituals have to be followed, right? So Arya Samaj still exists. It still allows people to avoid all those extended rituals and do things in a very simple manner, whether it's weddings, whether it's the rituals after dying, the right, the death rituals or anything else, you know. What you need to do today is just find more information about the Arya Samaj, right? How it was started, what all happened, this we have already read. But what role is the Arya Samaj playing in today's society? Is it still existing? Is it still being appreciated? Are people still following the same path or not? This is the information which you have to bring to me tomorrow. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Renata will tell me what was the clarion call of this Arya Samaj. Renata Chibber. What was the clarion call Vivan Sharma has just talked about? Arhan. Renata, Arhan, Palak, Shubhi, Anmol. If you are there, then please give the answer.
Ma'am, the
What?
Satyartha Prakash.
Yes, Shubhi?
Ma'am, the Satyartha Prakash, the light of true knowledge in 1877. Back to Vedas was his.
Back to Vedas is a clarion call. Okay, that we should not follow. Well, like I've told you, that the rituals which were actually given in the Upanishads or in the Vedas were not as complicated as man has made them today and even in the past. So that is why when the social reformers came, they tried to tell the people that we need to follow the Vedas. We need to follow what is written in them, not what we are being told by these priests, these Brahmins, because they have interpreted it in such a manner that it would benefit them. है ना? So that was the clarion call, that you follow what is written in the books. That is what I hope you must have read about. I think we have read in the previous classes that when Raja Ram Mohan Roy had to fight for abolishing sati, right? So it was very difficult for him to convince such a huge orthodox section of the society that no, this ritual which we have been following from years is completely wrong, right? So he was very confused how to convince them and do what. Then he realized that these people could be convinced only with one way, just to show them what they believe, right? They believe in the books, they believe in their Vedas, they believe in their what do we call, scriptures, no? So he literally went through the scriptures line by line, and he tried to show them that I have read it time and again, and I could not find any evidence of sati pratha in our scriptures. Now if you find it, then you please tell me, and if there is nothing like that, then we need to abolish it. So this is the statement which he has put forward, with the help of which he has tried to convince the people that this is wrong. You did not need to follow. You did not need to follow it. You cannot murder women again and again in the name of religion. राइट, सो कहते हैं ना, जैसा देश वैसा भेष, जैसा इंसान है उसको उसके तरीके से समझाना पड़ता है. दैट इज व्हाट द सोशल रिफॉर्मर्स हैव ट्राइड टू, बिकॉज उन्हें पता था अगर हम बोलेंगे तो शायद वो नहीं मानेंगे. वो कह देंगे, जैसे ब्रिटिशर्स को कह दिया कि ये तो हमारे रिलीजन को बर्बाद करना चाहते हैं, ऐसा करना चाहते हैं, वैसा करना चाहते हैं. दे माइट थिंक लाइक दैट ओनली. So that is the time, that is the reason they have used the Vedas, the Upanishads only to guide them to the right path, to tell them that this is what is written in your Vedas, this is what is written in your scriptures. At least follow that. ठीक है? Got it? Yes. Sivan, go ahead.
Ideas and works of the Arya Samaj. Ideas and works of the Arya Samaj. First, revival of Vedas and Vedic values.
Right,
The
I
Arya
told you,
Samaj
like I've told you, the Arya Samaj have tried to bring back the Vedas and the values given in the Vedas, not the ones which have been twisted and turned by the Brahmins and have been orated to the society. Next point, Viman.
Arya Samaj helped in the revival of the Vedas and the Vedic values. All the four Vedas are regarded by the Arya Samaj as the fountain of all knowledge and truth.
Stop it here.
Second,
can any one of you tell me the name of the four Vedas which we are talking about? Raise your hand to give the answer.
Veda.
मोक्षित मिश्रा फाइनली जग चुके हैं. गुड मॉर्निंग मोक्षित, आंसर बताइए.
Samved, Atharvaved, and
मोक्षित आवाज नहीं आ रही. आरव गुप्ता भी जग गए. गुड मॉर्निंग आरव गुप्ता, बताइए आरव गुप्ता.
Ma'am, the four Vedas.
Yes.
Ma'am, Yugved, Ramved, Yajurved, Atharvaved.
Ramved?
Samved. Sorry.
Let's go for again. Which is the oldest Veda? बताओ.
ऋग्वेद.
करेक्ट. तो गाइस, रामवेद कुछ नहीं होता है, सामवेद इट इज. देख रहे हो कितना इन्फ्लुएंस है ब्रह्म वो हमारे बजरंग दल का. राम राम ही कर रहे हैं. सामदेव को रामदेव बोल रहे हैं. यस.
न्यू वेदा अनलॉक्ड.
न्यू वेदा. यस. विवाद. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट.
In the field of social reforms, the Arya Samaj opposed rigidity of the caste system and condemned touchdowry. It fought against the child marriage, forced widowhood, sati, widow burning, parda, dowry system, and superstitions of religious sacrifices.
That things, I mean, we are reading them very casually, and we do not realize the intensity of the cruelty these rituals or these customs have caused. If we talk about widowhood as well, no, the widowhood in back in those days was not the same as you see today. It was very difficult. I feel that they used to ensure that they would make the life of the women as as equal as hell. They could not, they have to shave their heads, they have to wear only whites. Yeah, they had to shave off their head. They were used to, they used to pluck out one hair, and they used to ensure they wear only whites throughout their life. They were not invited, they were not allowed to be a part of any celebration, any ritual, any ceremony. Even if they would pass by that area, they would used to say, oh, ये तो अपशगुन हो गया, and this and that. मतलब, they used to eat only sattvic food. They did not live with the rest of the family members. They used to live in a separate corner of the house. So abhi we read these things in a very normal manner, but we don't understand the kind of cruelty they have been caused to the people, right? You just imagine making you sit alive on a burning funeral pyre, right? So just understand how heinous these things were, you know. So these people have time and again said to people again and again to fight against such things. Okay. Next, Viman.
Education. The Arya Samaj encouraged widow remarriage, intercaste marriage, and civil marriage. Monogamy. It
And
opened
just
schools for it opened schools for women, including polytechnics, to give them technical training in several crafts. Education.
look at the irony in the statement which we are reading today. We are talking about, I think, around a century ago. है ना? जब हम बात कर रहे हैं, these people were there more than a century ago, we can say. So it was a time, like more than 100 years ago, people have been fighting for, people have been educated others for intercaste marriages,